Week for post offices all around the country, and Heather Ford is helping us out.
She is live in University Town Center with advice on how to make sure your holiday mail gets to the right place. Hey, Heather.
Hey, good morning. Yeah, there's so many mistakes people are making, and there's only 8 days until Christmas. So if you want your presents under the tree, then you've got to make sure that all of that stuff is right. When we're talking about shipping labels, everything. I mean, and Greg's helping us out this morning because, Greg, you're seeing things get shipped from tamales, grandma's chocolates and cookies, to maybe a Harley Davidson, if you want to put that under the tree, right?
Yeah, if you wanted to. You want to make sure that you have some good packing when you pack stuff, you guys. Using old boxes, not a good idea. It has no structural integrity. It's going to fall apart. You're going to lose everything inside. And then Timmy's robot doesn't show up on time. So new boxes are super important, and making sure that you have the proper packaging tape on them as well. 3-inch regular packing tape. No duct tape, no masking tape. That stuff all comes off. You don't want to lose
it. And then the Christmas decorations and the stuff that maybe you want to send and make sure that it looks pretty on the outside. That doesn't go on the outside of the box, though.
No, definitely not. You can definitely find a larger box to put those in. Fill it in with some peanuts so you don't crush that nice bow you spent all that time on.
Yeah. All these right here, they go boop, boop. Well, in a different size box, but you get the idea. So let's talk about the outside.
Sure.
There are maybe, if you're using a reusable box or the box that maybe someone sent to you and you want to send back out and it looks okay, the problem is that there's going to be all these funky labels on it, and that could be a little bit misinterpreted by someone who is mailing this out. So the idea, would you want to scribble it? Would you want to rip it off? Or what do you think?
I mean, realistically, you don't want to use an old box. You want to get it. You want to get.
He's like, once again, I told you this already. Okay.
This thing's gonna get just smashed up and crushed. But if you had no choice, you want to cover all other labels up, so that you don't accidentally have them coming back to your house or somebody else's. Yeah, scribble them out. Use some white tape if you need.
All right, and then when we talk about tips to make sure that it gets there on time and where it needs to go, so you've got the label. You guys will do this for us, but you have made these two as well. And why two?
Sure. So a really good idea is to make an extra label to go in the box in case something happens to the outside. You miss your label, it gets ripped off, you get your tape ripped off. I mean, there's conveyor belts that these go through. There's a label inside that has the address info. They're going to pop it open, make sure it gets to the place it's supposed to go and not end up in the land of lost toys.
The land of misfit toys is not where we want our gifts going. So really funny, Erica and Raul, I actually was so curious yesterday about it being the busiest shipping day of the year that I decided to go to the post office for nothing more than a lot of stamps.
Me too.
And waited in line for an hour to experience the holidays, you know, with a bunch of other people.
Sure.
And they ended up not having the stamps that I wanted. So that was an unsuccessful trip, but I did get stamps. They were just not the kind that I wanted. And today I will make sure to go back to another post office to send out exactly what I need to send out. So I'm making a week of it, okay?
Heather, I did the same exact thing yesterday. I had to get stamps for my Christmas cards, and I waited in line with a toddler, though. I'm going to be the one-upper this morning. And I've noticed people will let you in a little bit faster if you've got a screaming one-year-old in your hands. So if you want to borrow my kid, Heather, and go back
to the front of the line.
I'm going to come over. I'm going to borrow him for a couple hours. I'll bring him back. It's fine. It'll save us all some time.
Isn't she at a post office right now? Can't she just ask the dude for the stamps?
Yeah, probably, Heather.
Ask that guy.
I forgot the stuff to send out this morning.
Yeah. Oh.
Of course.
Gotcha.
Okay. All right, Heather, thank you.
Of course.
All right, Heather Ford live at the UPS store to help us out with our shipping woes. Oh, our shipping woes.
My shipping woe.
Oh, my shipping woe. That's a huge JT hit, by the way. Have you heard it? Shipping woe.
Heather, tell us about it.
All right, I'm going to help you out, guys, because what you don't want to happen is all your pretty packages to end up in the land of misfit toys and boxes, and then, you know, Grandma and whoever else that you wanted to have your gifts delivered to, they're not there on time. They're not under the tree on Christmas morning. So, oh, God. Who is this, Mr. Boxman?
This is Boxman.
Boxman, what does Boxman do?
Boxman's going to be entertaining people at our locations through this really busy holiday week.
So I have to say that I'm glad that he's here for the entertainment because I waited in an hour line at the post office yesterday and made sure that I had a bunch of people to text to and emails to write and words with friends to play, because if not, you're going to be standing in line for a long time. But what happens if you stand in that long line, Greg, and you get up there and there's several people in line in front of you, or maybe yourself, that has made a shipping, boxing, packing mistake? And so then the line is that much longer and you're standing at the post office for so much longer, and then your package may not even get to where it wants to go. So can you give us some of your direct tips and advice on how to get all this done?
Well, the best thing you want to do is, well, the first thing you want to do is select a really good brand new box.
Okay.
If you're packing something that's fragile, in this case a mug, you want to use plenty of bubble wrap.
Hey, wait, we're going to be racing each other, so you just
Oh,
show us what
I
to
said
do, and then
go
we're
ahead.
going to do a pack off here. If you
All right.
don't see our stations are set up and ready to go, Greg. Come on, Greg.
So plenty of bubble wrap,
Okay.
brand new box. You want to make sure you have packing peanuts as well in there.
Okay.
Label inside, label outside should get there plenty safe.
There's never too much bubble wrap,
Never too
ever.
much, no.
Okay, so the label, one label's going to go inside the box so that in case something opens, maybe they can, still make sure it goes to the right place. And then one label's going to go on the outside. This is what you're going to get to make sure it goes to where it's going to go. You
right.
want to make sure that your handwriting is legible because once you've been writing a lot of these, and that's not my real address, so if you go to that, that's not going to get you to my house. I'm sorry. But this zip code right here, anything from like a 1 looking like a 7, it can be so simple, and then all of a sudden, package isn't going to the right place. So make sure that your handwriting is decent or get someone else to write it for you or print it out.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, really? Okay. So, Erica, Raul, are you ready? Because we are going to pack,
Pack.
and I'm going to beat you, Greg. Sorry.
don't
I know
think
you're
so,
a pro, but listen, I'm like a Christmas elf when it comes to this holiday.
Oh, is it a
So,
competition?
On your mark, get set. Oh, yes, it is.
Heather's doing it
ready and go.
one-handed?
Go.
Oh, there you go. Go, go,
Man, I'm looking a little
go.
fluffy over there.
Oh, he's taping
Just
his.
saying, if I'm sending my breakable mug, you don't need to hurry up with the packaging of it.
Mine's not gonna break.
I say slow it down, do it right.
They're doing it differently, though. She taped
inside.
he
Yeah.
taped his sheet.
Right. I'll go with his way. He did it slower, took his time. Oh, and he still beat. How did he?
How did that happen?
Boom.
Well, he was way behind and they tied.
Okay.
Wow.
So here's the thing, Raul.
Yeah.
Maybe I messed up mine, and there's, that's going to get there somehow, but whatever. In the next hour, we are going to do the fragile drop test.
Oh.
We're going to get on a ladder, and we're going to see which one
wow.
stays intact. And then that will be the official winner to
Yep.
our packing test.
Heather, I have a question for him.
Uh-oh, there's a question. Here we go.
It concerns my time. So if there's a
Okay.
best time to go, if some of us have to go to the post office in the near future, when is the best time for us to go? Will you ask him that?
Well, I have a feeling, Erica, the best time is probably a time that you're sitting in that chair.
Yeah.
And you can't go. Best time to go to the post office is probably first thing in the morning.
I would say, yeah. Or, I mean, you're welcome to come to a UPS store. We have
UPS
plenty
store
of
does have a lot shorter lines,
Yeah.
so you might be coming to a line like this, where right now obviously no one's here because the store's not open yet, but the post office is going to have a lot longer line. But would you recommend first thing in the morning is probably better than the after work
I would
hours?
definitely say first thing in the morning, yeah.
I went during lunch hours yesterday and
Lunch
it
would be
didn't
best,
make
yeah.
a difference. So. Good luck.
I just send the wife.
Oh, is that what you do?
Can you go drop this off, honey? Thank you. Thank you, Heather Ford.
Heather,
Watch out
appreciate
for
it.
the creepy box guy behind you.
It was kind of scary, wasn't it?
There he is again. Yeah.
That thing can't even bend his arms.
I know. How does he scratch his nose? Let's say he has an itch on,
A
on
for
his
creativity.
nose. What does he do if he has to need to, like, well, he doesn't have a nose, first of all. So,
What if he has to scratch his
It's a
calculator?
box.
yeah. How does he scratch his calculator?
Man, you know what?
Wait, what?
I did not know where y'all were going with that.
You just made that weird.
I thought.
I
oh,
did?
Thank you
man.
for, yeah.
I made that weird?
Yeah.